EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now he'll escape to his right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Second and 8 at the Texans' 22-yard line.
Second down, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just, now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick six continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. He's got his man on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Good throw there to start the second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we're going to get him settled. It's not easy after you're throwing a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
At the 37-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First and 10.
That one goes for 24 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. You don't make something worse than what it was.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throw and running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. These two teams all tied after 1. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
3 yards.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Calais. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No good.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing his Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Singletary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 61 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Game.
Makes the score Colts 17, Texans 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On first down, Hurts. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that is incomplete. Seconds now on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
the third down throw incomplete as well.
And incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? Or, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
All the time. I like that you fit that in for the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. He's got Burton here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Run it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
That's complete to Butler. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
20.
On the ground, it's Calais. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go, let's bring it, let's bring it.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Texans 28, Colts 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, 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 check.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
Hurts. And he's going to go down again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Watson flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
58 to Mike.
Throwing again. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards.
1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
To Scotty Miller.
From 21 yards away. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Faking the give. Now Watson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans are the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.